So to recap, it is okay to use the resources that are available from your team to grow your leadership, especially if you are a new leader. Just remember, you can still be authentic to your leadership style, to your communication style, to your work style, and just ask the question like, hey, I know this is the norm, or it seems that this is the norm. Would it be okay if I incorporate this also? Or if you're facilitating a meeting, like, I know this is how it's typically done. I wanted to add this little thing in because this is something that I love to do. It doesn't have to be a drastic change from copy paste or blanket style solutions for you to make an impact. Secondly, you can incorporate authenticity into your leadership while honoring the copy paste and blanket org culture. Like I just said, it doesn't have to be okay, all or nothing. It doesn't have to be either or. It can be both and. The third thing is connected leadership is rooted in relationship building. Like I shared, connected leadership, like when you're more connected, you're able to understand why the people that you're working with are working there. You're able to build more trust on your team. You're able to connect and relate to and understand why, different people are reacting the way that they're reacting. And you're able to address problems and um, find solutions in creative ways that meets your team where they're at. You also get to know your team better because if you know that your team has different kinds of experience because you've made time to understand what their goals are and what their aspirations are and why they got here, then you're able to know who to lean on when life happens. The fourth thing is that connected leadership, getting to know your team, their why, their goals. Um, it can over time create spaces that welcome growth on your team. Um, and the last thing is that you can just, this is an expectation that we should just be setting. You can expect that some people are just going to want the copy paste or the blanket style leadership, and that is okay. So before we end, I just want to take some time to thank you and invite you to my next webinar. Just 1 second. My next webinar is going to be on carving out time for more productivity and connection. I would love to have you sign up for it. Please reach out to me and let me know what questions you may have or comments that you have about this webinar. I appreciate that you are someone that is interested in building more connection and more authenticity and more space for creativity on your teams. And right after I stop the recording, we're going to talk a little bit more about leadership. And I want to hear from you. I want to know how would you want to be remembered as a leader? How have you implemented listening into your leadership? And then, of course, we'll have some time to talk about what you have learned today, what has stood out to you. And if you have any questions on strategies or more tips and tricks, we'll have time to talk about that. But essentially, I just want to say thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you, and I will see you next time. Bye.